All right, guys, I promised you anytime that I did one of these, I would let you know this is a sponsored video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hit that subscribe button, slam the bell icon so you're notified when new videos come out. Really appreciate your support. You're the reason I make these videos. Today, I'm bringing you a sponsored look at a token called Tenset. Let me jump out of the way. Let's get straight to it. This is the Tenset.io website. You can see a link down in the description of this video. And Tenset reached out to me to ask me to do an announcement of their listing today. That's right. They're being listed on Gate.io. So that's the big news for the day. Put that into reader mode, a little easier for your eyes right there. They're being listed on Gate.io. You might be wondering, Seth, where were they available before? Well, they were available on Uniswap because they are an ERC20 compatible token and listed on Ethereum. So you can do liquidity pairing over there. You can buy, you can sell on Uniswap. It's totally permissionless. There's not even a referral link for me to show to you. But it really is as crypto intended. So pretty cool that Uniswap has them listed today, but liquidity will go into this project as they're listed on Gate.io. This can't be ignored. That's the case for every new exchange listing. And that's why the Tenset team reached out to me to just go over some of the fundamentals of their project. So it's already listed on Uniswap. This is the official announcement on the Tenset webpage on their blog, and it's pretty big news. They're pretty excited about that. I can't say I blame them. Exchange listings are a big deal, and they're getting more expensive, it seems. So it's really a big accomplishment, especially when Ethereum-based tokens list on an exchange instead of just leaving themselves on Uniswap. There's an air of legitimacy that getting the approval for an exchange listing gives to a project. But talking about Tenset by itself, they call themselves the bridge between the crypto and stock market. And I think they've got a pretty cool concept here as far as that goes. Again, not giving you advice. Just a reminder, you would know if I'm giving you advice directly because we would have a professional relationship. I'm not giving you advice. All right, you're responsible for your own decisions. So, scrolling down, the tokenomics include a staking mechanism, a deflationary mechanism that vis-a-vis a 2% fee for each transaction, with 1% proportionally divided to all the Tenset users. So you are incentivized to hodl, and 1% is automatically burned. So it is deflationary. So both deflationary and incentivizing. And then smart backing. Each token is backed by the collection of cryptocurrencies and later shares, generating passive income through staking, loans, or depositing. So they are creating something of a fund that they are going to direct, that you are then hedging your bets with. Part of company's profits is used to buy back the Tenset tokens from exchanges. Those tokens are burnt, which boosts its price and creates deflation. So they do have a bit of a roadmap there for how they're going to increase the value of the token itself. They say we're establishing a set of procedures and rules governing communication between smart contracts and EOA, Visa accounts, and real-world exchanges. We will also set up automated transfers of dividends directly from and to bank accounts. Pretty cool stuff. That's always a sticking point when it comes to new cryptocurrency projects and new tokens. And here's the infograph that will give you kind of a breakdown of what they believe the next frontier of DeFi liquidity incentives are. In the past systems, some kind of a portfolio risk, some degree of exclusivity with partnerships and such. There were taxes, but there was also market manipulation, a high degree of complexity with pairing liquidity tokens and going from one AMM exchange to another, bringing the liquidity token with you, trading risk, fees, high inflation, lack of price discovery because you really didn't know what the trends were going to look like, and then in that trading risk, up to and including impermanent loss, right? Which is kind of the biggest deal when you talk about automated market makers. The Tenset ETF 2.0, as they call it. Users purchase Tenset tokens, paying with Ethereum. Tenset token, it has its own economy with that 1% of fees distributed to all the Tenset holders, sort of creating a de facto fourth step here. Really, it's kind of what is it, 2 prime as well as 2 prime in this direction or whatever. 1% of the fees are burned, causing deflation, with 30% of profits used to buy back Tenset and burning them, including a divestment of tokens and then investing into a portfolio with, this is just an example, but companies like Coca-Cola or PepsiCo, right? Making sure they have a stake in each of these huge opposing market forces, as well as others. And cryptocurrencies included with their own fundraising mechanisms and their own smaller token economies, such as Polkadot and others. Tenset Company Asset Management has all of that. It goes back into Tenset, where users can, of course, right here, purchase Tenset tokens paying with ETH. That is the entry point right there, is paying with Ethereum on Uniswap yesterday, but as of today on Gate.io with whatever the available trading pairs start. Here's the roadmap. Let's look at where they've been. They established a CEO and founder, created a team. We'll look at that team in just a minute here. Open that up. CEO of company found $100,000 in funding, consultations with expert advisors. Version 2, Tenset.io website was created. They had their marketing campaigns, formalized core team, formalized corporation, pre-sale in Poland with a 10% bonus, which is where the team is based, implementation of smart contracts, global pre-sale on the 7th of March, a Uniswap listing, and then Blockchain Week Rome 2021 that they participated in. Q2, first phase of assets were created, new strategic alliances and partnerships, transferring assets to generate passive incomes, exchange reviews, and applications for listings. So they got the ball rolling there. First test of their integration with Visa. Participation in the next blockchain meetups. They had community voting implemented. Mobile app was pushed into alpha. Decentralization of staking on Ethereum and Polkadot. Tenset added to major rating websites and the major lists that you would find on websites that look at new token listings. For the near term, in Q3, they want the beta release of the app with MetaMask implementation. And frankly, this is, I think, going to be one of the most powerful things, as MetaMask is where the majority of ERC20 traffic starts and ends up, right, for the end user. So this will be huge. Oracle implementation, first quarterly buy back and burning. So pretty cool. You're going to have to keep a close eye on them there and make sure that this rolls out according to plan. But that's why they contacted me to talk to you about it now with plenty of advance notice before they do that. Again, this isn't me doing gem hunting. This is them speaking through me to let you know these events are coming up. Bank application for fiat and crypto, broker and stock exchanges. They're going to be have their accounts registered there. Development work for various tasks to be automated, and then expanding the function of the Tenset network with the hopefully then mature Tenset mobile app released and out of alpha, out of beta as well. Q4 of this year, looks like what they hope to have done is marketing campaigns on blockchain meetups. So in person, as people start to shake off the shackles of lockdowns, and as various states and territories and countries are more comfortable allowing citizens to meet up in person, these guys want to be there. They have their implementation of loans in the Tenset app, which I think everyone is looking forward to. Being able to take out loans against cryptocurrency assets, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others, is a pretty big deal in DeFi right now. Anybody who can play well in that game is going to do well. Further automation of Tenset services, start marketing of to institutional investors. So all of this is still kind of grassroots up through the end of this year. And then further expansion of the staking platforms, automated stock market dividends, which again would be pretty cool to see them diversify whatever they're holding outside of just cryptocurrency assets, but then also have a stake in the in commerce markets, right? In commerce producers, right? In people who are producing value outside of cryptocurrencies or outside of creating new coinage or tokenization of assets. It'd be cool to just see them get into those assets and then make sure that the value is transferred across their tokenization network. Okay, so at the end of 2021, they're saying, well, we will then have a roadmap for 2022. And frankly, that's not a bad plan. This is an industry where you don't even buy fruit that isn't ripe, because you're never quite sure what tomorrow will bring, right? You're never quite sure if a project will die, right? None of these projects buy fruit that isn't ripe, just in case. And I think they're being very realistic about their time frame there in being able to deliver that roadmap. So jumping back out of the way here, FAQ, you see right here where you can learn more about it, right here on the website. People asking about the presale. Well, it already happened in February, so that's over, just so you know. How many tokens can be purchased? The answer today is as many as you can find liquidity for on Uniswap. And then at the end of the day, and after this video is published on Gate.io, check to see what the liquidity is and submit your orders accordingly. You may not want to just be stuck with whatever the spot price is of this coin, and you'll have that option available to you on Gate.io to put in other kinds of orders. How can I pay for Tenset tokens? Today it's ETH, guys. Tenset tokens to your wallet. Well, they are ERC20 tokens, so they just need to be supported by the wallet. That would include MetaMask, my Ether wallet, Ledger, Trust Wallet, Exodus, and a few others as well. I want to say it probably should include Trezor as well. Don't quote me. The team is saying Ledger for now. Okay, Tenset tokens, they're already delivered. Can I use my ETH address? Well, it depends on if it's exchange or if it's something that you control the private keys for. If you control the private keys, then the answer is probably, technically. You should just be able to add the contract address for whatever that wallet is. Converting them to ETH, go to Uniswap, or at the end of the day, Gate.io. How do Tenset tokens generate profit? We'll mention that before. There's going to be a staking function, and for hodlers, they're going to be getting 1% of those fees. And then burning, of course, that's how the value grows. I don't know that it's going to generate you profits other than in the native token. You will gain more because of the transactions and the percentage it's given back. And then buyback, where the company itself is buying back tokens, burning them, and then also investing a certain amount of profits into a diversified portfolio. So that's how the fiat value of the token is proposed to go up. We'll see how well they do over the next year, right? Does my staking work? Don't see any changes. It says, yes, your staking works automatically on every wallet supporting Ethereum ERC20 protocol. And then you just need to check out on etherscan.io, see exactly what your ETH address is, and then look up the token list underneath. It's far easier to check up that way, and it's far less dangerous, we'll say, far more secure for you. Okay, let's talk about the team really fast. Here's Jonas Miara, Mikhail Bajor, Mikhail Pomikala. I'm totally butchering these names. There's the funny thing. They're all Polish names. Generally, the majority of the team has Polish names. So I'm going to say them totally wrong. And I know I'm going to say them totally wrong. So I don't want to go there. What I will say is that I looked up several of these individuals on LinkedIn, including Robert Grin, their partner and angel investor. And you know what? He's an extremely positive voice in the space on LinkedIn. He's working that platform within his sphere of influence, people who already know his work from what he did at CodeWise, which was a very well-received tech startup in Poland. He's doing good things in the space. I don't think I see a bad actor anywhere on this team, and they've been extremely fair in their approach to me in discussing how I would cover this coin, this project, and the exchange listing. And I just haven't come across bad behavior yet with these guys. I don't. If anybody's looking for dirt to dig up on them, I wouldn't know where to point you, because what I can find so far is that maybe some of them are young, maybe some of them are just fresh out of university, but that doesn't describe all of them. And many of them have practical real-world life experience and job experience doing sales for corporate interests that are not involved in cryptocurrency. They've had to hold jobs, but hey, that's life, right? If you only saw cryptocurrency-related stuff on somebody's CV, it'd be a little suspect, right? And they would also have to be under the age of 30 for that to be believable. You have to have some other life experience too. And I think I see that in this team. So fairly young guys working really hard with an advisor who knows his stuff in terms of tech startups in the territory where they operate. So I don't think that I see any red flags here on the team. Same with the advisors and ambassadors. No glaring red flags. Do you think you see any? Let me know down in the comments, because as you know, I'm willing to change my mind if you bring new information to me and I'm able to learn better. So really appreciate that feedback, guys. Also appreciate those thumbs ups and those subscriptions. Thank you. Keep them coming. The listing on Gate.io is the main event for today. Just wanted to bring it to your attention, guys. This is a quick one. Let me know in the comment section. You excited? Do you hold any Tenset? I'm going to do a couple follow-up videos just to kind of see and track how this Gate.io listing does today. Before I let you go, let me look up really quickly the Tenset USD chart on CoinGecko. Love using CoinGecko. Why? Because even the Electrum desktop wallet for Bitcoin uses CoinGecko. They're extremely generous with their API call allowance, and they tend to be fairly accurate. So love using them. And no, it's not sponsored. I'm just excited to use them. So the Tenset USD chart, this thing is very helpful. This is embedded by TradingView. What I like to do for tokens like this, and what we'll do for the coming up videos, is we're going to go ahead and put the BTC line there. So now we can see its performance relative to Bitcoin, right? If we were just holding Satoshis, how we would do. And then relative to Ethereum. Why would I compare it to Ethereum? Well, it's a native ERC20 token that lives on Uniswap. So there may be members of my audience who are thinking, well, is it worth me parting with Ethereum natively on Uniswap to obtain this token? Or should I just hold the Ethereum? Well, you're in luck, friend, because today, the first video that I do to cover Tenset, I'm just going to give you a little snapshot here on CoinGecko. And when we check in again, we'll do a quick check-in to see how it's done relative to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not the price dictates its real-world value proposition. What they're offering to do is more than just speculate on price. However, they are very highly focused on value and transferring value. So I think it's only fair that we track it against the two top cryptocurrencies in the cryptocurrency space, in the blockchain space, that have very different diverging value propositions, right? Bitcoin as what most people view as the ultimate store of value, the hardest money ever created, and Ethereum as programmable money, right? A programmable DeFi system that things like Tenset can live on. So I think it's fair that we compare it to those two. Fiat pricing, frankly, I'm less interested in. So let's go ahead and strike that from the line here. Yeah, we see that there's a correlation between all the other prices too, but I don't really care about its price in US dollars, especially if we just keep printing them. Probably doesn't matter that much. So we see right here that the Bitcoin line definitely trended higher in value for Bitcoin. And then during the most recent pump at the very peak right here, before we had a bit of a pullback, today being the 19th of May, if you're looking back at this video, you may remember Bitcoin dipped all the way down on Bybit to $29,000. Now that wasn't the price reflected everywhere, but both Bybit and Cash App did have 29,000 listed. So somebody somewhere caught that $29,000 falling knife, and every other coin and token was affected. So Tenset did not escape that downward motion of the markets that happened, and we're already seeing a bit of recovery today, but we're seeing a flippening, as you may see right here. Especially in the last 24 hours, we're seeing a flippening. I'm not sure over the last 7 days if only very brief moments where we've seen the Ethereum value of Tenset be higher than its Bitcoin value. So let's check back in just a little bit of time after they've got this Gate.io listing all settled, the dust is cleared, and we can check back in with the Tenset team and review some other aspect of their project. Guys, I'm going to remain indifferent. As you know, I'm not offering you investment, legal, or business advice, but you tell me in the comments, are you excited about Tenset? Have you looked at it? Are you into DeFi? Have you used Uniswap? Would you be comfortable using Uniswap? Or is this Gate.io listing exactly the thing you needed to be able to compare other markets and other coins and tickers to a new token like this? Let me know down in the comments, guys. Definitely appreciate you being tuned in. Love your face. Remember, stay private and mind your biz.
Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you want to be notified of videos like this in the future, first off, click subscribe, press the bell icon. Additionally, you can sign up for the Mind Your Biz email newsletter. That'll give you exclusive access to certain freebies, notifications for deals within the cryptocurrency mining space, as well as some of our flash sales for merchandise, which you can buy with cryptocurrency. That's right. It's the only cryptocurrency merch that you can buy with cryptocurrency. We practice what we preach. As always, thank you so much for watching. You're the reason I make this media. I love your face, and I will see you in the next one.